East versus West 4, the big match, the main event. Sadly, it's not my match. Kydirgaly Ongarbayev from Kazakhstan versus John Brzenk from USA.
If John Brzenk is on the list, it's always main match.
It's the main event. Yeah, it should be. It's hard to make anything else. That man is incredible. He's absolutely the greatest athlete we have ever seen in our sport, and he's facing, I think, a tough challenge. Might be one of the toughest challenges. Kydirgaly Ongarbayev from Kazakhstan. Kydirgaly, I was looking at that match, and he's a top roller. You know, he can pull different styles, but mostly he will top roll. And he's very much back pressure oriented athlete. He hits really hard, and he's very fast.
Yeah,
he's extremely fast. So I think the biggest threat is the strength in position where he gains it and the speed. So if John can handle that, it's going to be tough. But John is known for, you know, for everything. So how do you see that match?
When was the last time we saw Ongarbayev?
So he competed in WAF Asia Championships.
I saw him a few months ago in Kazakhstan, I think, local tournament, some nationals, where he lost against Barano, another Kazakhstan, very strong arm wrestler, but he lost.
Yeah.
And after months or two, it was Asian, and then he won against same arm wrestler and won quite easily. So absolutely, he's preparing and he's increasing his.
He had some injury.
Yeah.
He had some.
Yeah. So, but previous. Serious international fight was
top 8
at least 3 years ago.
2019.
Yeah, against
Evgeny Prudnik. And that was a great match.
Yeah.
That was, in my opinion, best match of top 8.
Yeah.
They went back and forth, 4-2. He lost. But what we noticed, like in the strap, he was like Prudnik couldn't handle him, like outside the strap. And I don't know where he didn't feel like he should just escape. He was just dominating that match, and it was a really good match. He was having good showing against Evgeny Prudnik, who's the tank, you know, who's a complete tank.
How you see that fight, John Ongarbayev? What John will go? Will he do the same? He will try to top roll. Will he try to get inside?
I think if John will try to get the hand control, he might be slow enough. You know, he might get the hand control, but he might end up.
If you would ask me, I definitely would suggest for John not to go inside with Ongarbayev. Otherwise, he will stay here, and most likely it's. I'm not saying he will in some latest rounds. It's impossible, but not for beginning. And also, it
would be smarter to top roll.
Also, it's not easy to top roll Ongarbayev, but what I could imagine that John maybe could even lost the wrist a little bit, but he will still have that rotator, he will still have that get angle, and they both could be with kind of flat wrist.
I see that happening because both of them kind of. Ongarbayev sometimes stays like this himself, and when he hits, John has enough back pressure to break. But lose his own hand. Like
biggest risk for John is that if he loses, and also if Ongarbayev is able with his hands to get on John's rotator and turn him palm to face. Yeah. That's the biggest risk I see. Otherwise, I believe John can fight. But I don't know if John lately has pulled with someone with so dominant top roll. Okay, we can talk about Devon Larratt, but.
That's different.
Little bit different stylistically,
I think, and bigger. You know, I would suggest stronger as well.
Paul Lin was not far from top rolling and taking John's wrist. Chance
kind of got into position. Pavlo.
Zaluyev was not able to do anything. It was absolute control. But
John's had like 19 matches.
Too much.
It's kind of it's hard to, and it's like a year. It's like it's not even a year, I think. So that is kind of crazy. But yeah, John's been struggling. He might lose the hand, but he still has back pressure and pronator, so he can fight without the hand.
We forget Engin.
Engin, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See, 20,000 matches. Yeah.
Is there a weight limit?
I don't think so. I haven't heard anything. I don't think there's weight limit. Internet will know. But I think they're both going to be like, John's 110, something like that, and not much bigger. And I don't think Ongarbayev was like, he was, I don't know, 105, 107 in top 8.
Yeah. If you would ask me about results 2 years ago, 3 years ago, same as with Zaluya, same with Ongarbayev, would say, yeah, those young guys, right now they are like above that level. And today, what John is showing on table against Corey West, against Zaluya, even against Devon, it's impressive. It's impressive, and I see that he can find some point where he could work, and we know that John can use it, and he will use it if there will be a smallest chance of taking some advantage in that grip, in setup, in position, and John's arm strength absolutely is enough to fight Ongarbayev. Absolutely, I believe. For me, question is how much his hand can.
I think his pronator can hold, but the problem would be speed. Can he stop the match before? Because Ongarbayev will go really fast. Like even with Levin was, kind of trying to contain him. He was really explosive.
But if you remember, John's already, it's like history and some other era, like from we are talking about, but John against Taras Iwakin, John against Arsen Liliev, those fights, and we remember that against great top rollers, and they both are great. John is not able to get inside, and usually even don't have that hand control.
He loses he kind of.
But definitely he can hold that position and fight. Like a little bit lost hand, lost wrist top roll, like where you are like a little bit sacrificing your own wrist, but opponent is have to pull in a similar position, and that's where John is great. And even against Engin, time to time, it looked like John is pulling like that, and that's a position where I see he could give Ongarbayev.
John stops you. He will take everything, I think, like even he's like, my endurance is not that great. His endurance is pretty damn good, compared to, he drains everyone. Like his match with Corey West was an awesome match, and he just keeps having those. It's hard for me to bet against John almost anywhere. Like with Devon, I was like, no, I don't see any chance.
It's all good with John's endurance. When we were in Arizona, not this year but previous time, and we were pulling maybe on a pool side for 10 hours, 10 beers and 10 hours pulling, and John is still same level as we started, or we were just losing our strength too quickly.
We asked what we were in April, May. We were in Arizona. We asked like, how do you train? He's like, well, Dustin comes and we pull for 3 minutes, and then we take a rest, and then we pull again, and usually that's enough.
That's enough if you are John.
If you're John Brzenk, So you're John?
Yeah, I want to say.
I hope it's a tougher match. It can, like, even with Zurab, I thought that he will just eat Zurab up, and it was 3-2. It was, so anything can happen. But I think John's,
I have seen how good John is lately. I haven't seen much from Ongarbayev.
Yes, exactly.
If Ongarbayev is young, and if he can show up in a shape something we saw against Prudnik, or maybe even better, because he is young and he could definitely add more. Then he's super dangerous. But I don't have any
data
about that. And I can say only that what I see, what John is doing right now on a table. He's somewhere in that 110 or something around that weight class.
Very close to the top.
He's very close, or one of the top.
Or maybe the top guy.
We don't know.
Maybe.
We don't know. But I don't see that there are much arm wrestlers in that weight who could beat him.
August 6th, East versus West 4, live on pay-per-view on Core Sports. Link is in description. Stay strong.
And watch and learn when John Brzenk is on table.